think this will be the first time we've talked to you since you've gone through the injury and come back. Just tell us what that experience was like, I mean, how you grinded through that and where you feel like you are physically.
Yeah, feeling good physically. Obviously getting back out on the field is the biggest confidence boost of all. So had a few weeks going now and obviously got a few weeks in the bye, so physically feeling really good, ready to keep going through the season. And the process was definitely a slow one. You learn a good amount of patience when you kind of get frustrated because you feel good, like you'll be able to walk around and live a very normal life, but that last kind of 20 to 30% of the, I guess, athleticism that involves the punting is the part you can't do. So yeah, definitely learned a good amount of patience, but feeling good now.
You talk to athletes that go through injuries with an ACL or an arm, they need to get hit for that first time to say, all right, I'm good, I'm cleared. Was there a moment where you had to go through something to say, all right, I'm good, to get through that mental process that you cleared that final hurdle?
It is funny because, yeah, hopefully we're not getting hit when we're out there. So definitely just getting back in live reps in practice, and you have people rushing towards you and all sorts of chaos going on around you helped a lot. I think just having good punting numbers was the biggest influence. Being able to see that ball kind of get over the 5 seconds of hang time and kick 50, 60 yard balls and be like, okay, there it is, that's what it feels like, that's what I need to do over and over again. Probably went the longest way.
Brett, you're talking about not being able to punt in that time off. How much growth do you see from Drew Miller in that time where you're on the sidelines, he's kind of getting those reps with the first punt team?
Yeah, huge amounts of growth. I'm proud of Drew. I'm trying not to swear, but he's kicking the shit out of the ball right now. His progress over his last year this year is in a much better spot than I think I was going into my sophomore year, and I'm super excited to watch Drew go about his time at Georgia. I think I don't really have any records here, but I don't think it would matter after he's going to play a few years here. He's improved, not improved, he was always a talent, but he's found that consistency and that performance level at practice, and I'm super excited to watch him go about his business for years to come.
Right, I guess this will be your third game against Alabama, maybe. What stands out about kind of, what that game is compared to maybe some others that you've had at Georgia? Like, do you feel the intensity different level, that the fans, raising it up a few notches as well?
I think it's obviously, they're a quality outfit. The talent they have and the talent we have. So anytime you get two elite programs going head to head, it results in some good games that we've all seen in the past. So obviously we want to win the SEC, and we know Alabama is always going to be a top team in the SEC. So anytime that game comes up, you get excited. You know it's going to be a good challenge, really, to test where we're at and where we're going this year. And it's definitely exciting that Sanford Stadium's getting excited for it. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, you mentioned the home atmosphere. What kind of impact can that have on a team? Obviously, 2022 game against Tennessee, you had a massive punt in that game. How do fans sort of make an impact during the course of a game or between two of these programs?
I think it's just that little edge. When you have two teams that are so evenly matched, talent and caliber-wise, the fans that can, maybe it's a few false starts from their offense. Maybe it's just the offense taking the momentum from a lot of energy running out on the field. But any little thing, it's kind of like special teams. Just getting that little edge can be a huge part in a game that's going to be this close and this challenging.
Brett, obviously you've been around this block a lot. Just where are you kind of mentally just about this being your final time? You don't know how many more of these games, type of games you're going to get in Sanford Stadium. Just where are you kind of going into this, just trying to take in the experience, I guess, of it all?
Yeah, definitely. Coming from Australia, I think I've always had a really good appreciation for the things I've gotten to experience over here. And going into this last year where I know it's my last, there's no waivers or COVID years or anything I can add to the end of this. So just taking it all in and being extremely appreciative of this opportunity that I've had and the opportunities we're going to have going forward. it's definitely been the experience of a lifetime, and I'm looking forward to experiencing this weekend. My family's coming in from Australia. They're just about to jump on the plane right now, actually. So getting to share that with them is something we'll remember forever. And credit to the Dog fans for making me feel so welcome and making it the home atmosphere that I've gotten to experience so often.
Brett, what is that experience as a special teams player when you have these loud crowds, which obviously when you're out there at home it might be a little different, but just the feeling it's like when the crowd is into it and how it can affect the third phase specifically of the game?
Yeah, it's awesome. It kind of gives you that little just pre-game. You feel that little boost. Obviously, there is a lot of time of the game that we know we're not in. Any time our defense is out there, I know I'm not participating in the football game. So I get to kind of appreciate how loud those fans get and the football game itself in that. And then when our offense gets the ball, it's not ideal when I run out there. Obviously, no one wants to see me run out there. But with how loud they've been and the energy that they've kind of created in the stadium, it gives me that little bit of adrenaline, so to speak, and that good feeling going out there. And hopefully I just want to help in that sense, that give the defense a long field that I know the fans can get behind and really help the defense. So it's a good hand-in-hand kind of deal.
A few quick things on your family. Who's coming over? Have they been to the games before? Kind of walk me through that.
Yeah, mum and dad, and then my sister Casey and her boyfriend Josh. So Josh, her boyfriend has never been. My sister come freshman and sophomore year, but this will be her biggest home game experience. And then mum and dad have been over 4 times. This will be their 5th time now. So they're veterans on the trip.
They're veterans. What was their welcome to the big time football moment? Do they just think this is like, oh my God, my son is kicking in front of 100,000 people? Kind of a surreal moment for them.
Yeah, I feel old. It was so long ago now, but freshman year getting here and seeing the tailgates and everything around the actual football. Obviously, they can watch the football on TV, see the crowds, but everything that come around it, and each year, I guess, the more people they meet, the more people they know. So they love coming over here. They're super appreciative of all the Dog fans that have made them feel welcome, and they're looking forward to it. But they got Tennessee last year, so I think that was their biggest, and they've seen the Natties. The Natty and the playoff game before that. And my sister, probably nothing close, and obviously Josh's first time.
We caught Coach Bennett kind of catches you coming off the field after a punt at Tennessee. What are those conversations like from him? Is he, that needed to be higher, that needed to be in a different direction? What are those conversations like as he gets you coming off the field? Are you making adjustments in game?
Yeah, it depends on the result of the punt, so hopefully it's not a shit punt. And it's a good conversation we have, but there is a lot go in. We'll probably talk about it before going out there, so if I come off, it might be a second level of that chat and how we actually, but usually we just go over the call, what we saw in a rush or hold up, just saw a few, like what did we see out there and what was the result and how are we going to keep going on to the next one. So
hey Brett, Kirby had expressed kind of during fall camp some concern about replacing gunners and feeling like he had really good gunners last year. What have you seen from the guys that have kind of stepped up through 3 games out there? I think I've seen talent out there in London, but what has been your impression of those guys? Yeah,
Thailand, KJ, and obviously London have been the prominent 3 right now. I think that's the joy of playing at Georgia. You've got a lot of talent that you can put into that position and a lot of guys that can fly. So it's been exciting watching those guys go through all of fall camp. They've got huge shoes to fill. I think, I don't know the exact number, but we did about 26 or 27 games without a positive punt return yard. So there are big shoes to fill, but we have the right people to do it, and I just got to give those guys a chance and hopefully make their job easier. The more I put on the ball, the easier it is for them, but so far they've been really promising. I'm excited to have those boys out there and fly into the ball. It gives me confidence that I can really just go out there and let the ball fly.
Time for a final question.
Hi Brett, what's that bond like between all of y'all that come over from Australia, and have you had a chance to talk with Archie over at Nebraska at all?
No, Archie, obviously, again, I'm a bit old now, so he was in the program a bit after me, and the guys that I've got to meet or met before coming here, some of the guys I consider my best friends. So we're super lucky. It's a bit weird. You'll meet someone just through the program and it'll feel like you've known them for years. So I've gone and visited a lot of different schools with the Australians. There's something different about having a beer with an Australian. So I definitely enjoy when we get time off to go catch up with the lads, and especially just seeing them pre-game. Like Jackson Ross is one of my closest friends, so it's funny just bumping into each other in front of 100,000 people coming from Australia and getting a chat about what we're about to go experience for the game. So it's definitely awesome having those boys over here. We go through a lot of the same stuff. So
Thank you, Brett.
cheers.
Thanks,
guys.
Brett.